It's snowing! Welcome back to another weekly video. Hopefully this will get off to a better start than what we ended last week. Sorry for much of being such a misery guts at the end of last week's video. That really got me down losing that footage, but that's in the past now. Time to move on. Probably going to jump on later this evening to do a bit of another route finder ride. Just pick a random route and ride. I'm not tied to times or anything at that point. I've had to play a lot around with that laptop to try and get it to record stuff. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that I've sorted it out so that we can get a better record quality and not repeat the issues that we had before. So we're going to give that a go later on. Start to this week. I'm off work today. I watched the Super Bowl last night, so I had the day off work to get up late and chill out. So I've been helping my daughter with her schoolwork, and I think we're going to go out for a walk in the snow. I'm not sure if you can see that behind me. We don't often get snow here in the southeast of England, so yeah, it's not as heavy as it was a few weeks ago. We were out as a family playing in the snow, having snowball fights, and we built a little snowman. So yeah, it's not settling out there today, but it'd be nice to go for a walk and yeah, start the week off on a good foot. The second weigh-in will be tomorrow. Hopefully there'll be a bit of a loss there. We shall see. I did get on the scale a bit earlier in the week, and it's actually a bit higher than what I started with, and I've got a feeling that might just be to do with starting again on the bike, you know, water retention and all that. I always seem to, whenever I start cycling, maybe it's something everyone experiences. You know, I did 3 rides last week. Maybe my muscles are holding a bit of water to recover. I could be making that up. I'm in no way a scientist or an expert in that field, so who knows? But that might be it. But tomorrow will be the first comparative week weigh-in. I'm going to try and get these videos out on a Sunday evening, I think. And then do the weigh-ins on a Monday morning. I think will probably be best so that they're at the beginning of the videos. But I need to shift everything forward slightly, and you know, just fitting into my schedule, the recording and the editing and stuff, and the editing issues that I had over the weekend don't really want to repeat. So once I find the flow, you know, and get all the camera settings right and all the other things that go on, we'll hopefully be in a better place to get out regular weekly updates, probably on a Sunday, 5-6 o'clock-ish, I guess. But yeah, we're going to go out for a family walk, and I'll talk to you later when it's time for another bike ride. So it's Tuesday now. Yesterday I had the day off work, and after staying up so late to watch the Super Bowl, I crashed yesterday, and I needed to just I've been so busy with work recently and other stuff that having the day off, towards the end of the day I'd relaxed quite a lot, and the last thing I wanted to do is jump on the bike. So I just decided I was going to take the day off of everything, which was quite nice. So weigh-in day this morning. I've stayed the same, which I think I am slightly disappointed about, but I think also probably is understandable, I guess. Not through diet. I've been quite good with what I've eaten through the week, but you know, 3 rides last week, probably got a little bit of water weight maybe in. I don't know if, I said before, I don't know whether it's a scientific thing or not. I don't know. I often find that I carry a bit of weight when I'm exercising before it starts to come off. And one thing I have noticed though is going out for a walk yesterday,
I had to do my belt up as we were walking around because my trousers were falling down. So clearly it's working in some way. It's just been offset maybe by a bit of water retention. I don't know, but so I'm not too disappointed. But I will be next week if it doesn't start to come off, because I don't think I'm eating that bad. I'm not following a specific diet. I'm just eating generally what I think is healthy, I hope. With the odd thing here or there that maybe isn't. But to see the need to bring the belt down one more notch is, for me, a big thumbs up. So moving in the right direction, just not on the scales, unfortunately. So I am going to jump on the bike this evening. Being honest, I've not felt too good this afternoon. I've got a bit of an achy neck, bit of a dull headache, just feeling a bit off. I'm hoping that doesn't lead to anything worse. Not that I've been anywhere. I've been nowhere other than out for a walk during the day and at home. So hopefully I'm okay. So I'm going to push through. I'm going to jump on the bike tonight. Don't know what I'm going to do yet. I'll find out. It might be another one of the short ones like it was start of last week, maybe half an hour. Maybe just go route hunting, find another route. And I also want to take another look at possible training routines to follow on Zwift. And I'll have a look at them and see if there's anything that might fit. Although I'm quite enjoying just jumping on and doing different things at the moment, because I felt that each of the things I did, the group ride, the ride that I did, the first ride back last week, the FTP test obviously, but all three of them I've pushed and I've definitely put effort in. I've not coasted in any of those, so I think I'm still getting benefit out of it. So I'll carry on through with it and jump on tonight. I'm experimenting a little bit with the cameras and stuff. I'm going to do again with the audio, because I noticed the audio in last week's video wasn't brilliant whilst I was on the bike, and I know I've mentioned that before, but I'll keep tinkering with it and see if I can get it any better. So jumping on the bike, and then I'm back to work again tonight. I've got, as I said before, I've got a busy period at work at the moment, so that's what I'm going to be doing, I think, for, I would imagine, the majority of February, maybe even going into March. So it's just that time of year, unfortunately. But what I've got to do is make sure that I stick with the bike riding, and any spare time, well, I make time to get on the bike, which is probably something I've not done before. And one of the reasons I wanted to do these videos is because in a way it holds me accountable. I've made promises to people that I'm going to do it. So, and so that you guys can watch it, I don't want to be sat in front of the camera every week saying I haven't ridden my bike. So I need to find the time to do it. It might be the shorter ones every now and again, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, because there's no way at the moment I could do an hour and a half, 2 hour ride on a bike, because I'd be out of energy and I'd be hurting all over. So yeah, but next ride, first ride of the week tonight, and then we'll look at maybe what we do with the rest of the week. So I will see you just before that ride. Right, jump to the bike then. And tonight is one of the courses is in Innsbruck, which I've ridden around very, very few times. So I think I'm going to jump on and just do the Innsbruck ring. I don't know how many laps I'll get in the time. 8.8k a lap. A little bit of climbing in there. Just see it. I'm not sure I've ticked this route off before, but I think they've reset the routes or something, so it might give me another route badge. But I think I'm going to give that one a go. Let's go. Here we go then. So I assume it takes ages to load other worlds on everyone else's. It's not just me. It seems to take forever once you click to load. I can't even remember this route. I must have done it previously because it's been around for a while. And it's quite busy again. I assumed that this sort of route was one that people didn't really particularly like. But yeah, gonna ease into it. I'm still not feeling great. Feel a bit just dehydrated, a bit of a headache. slightly tight chested, and I often get that, the chestiness and a bit of a cough in relation to along with a bit of a dodgy, uncomfortable stomach. I've spoken about my stomach issues before. Slightly acidic gives me a bit of a cough and a tight chest, but I don't feel that today. So it's either coming later, or it's not affecting me as much as normal, or it's something totally different. But I'm hoping I can just get my head down and get this ride done and not feel any worse, or if anything, like the last few rides, I felt great afterwards. So let's see. Come on. Right, I'm 10 minutes in, feeling quite strong at the moment. Right, if I remember rightly, this is about to hit a little bit of a hill. I seem to remember. Yeah, here we go. Not a big one, but enough to make you work. Oh, having said that, 8%. I remember this course now. I think there was a WKG race on this course just before Christmas. And that hill, I can bust a gut and keep up with people on the flats coming up to that hill, but we could be in a bigger rider, I'd just get spat out the back on that hill. And even though you have the slight advantage of being heavier on the downslope, it can never compensate for how far you fall behind. So, yeah, I remember that quite well. Which means I must have already had this route badge. I should have checked before I started. Whew. Yeah, just recovering from that now. Hills can be a real pain in the arse when it comes to in the middle of a race. Genuinely got no hope of keeping up with the guys that can shoot up those who are probably half my weight. It's just difficult, which is obviously the main aim of trying to lose some weight and get better. So over 20 minutes in, 10k done a lap. I feel quite strong in my legs, but my head doesn't feel great. I feel quite dehydrated, which is just not really been able to get rid of all day. I'm going to keep going. I think I might take the sensible approach and do half an hour, but I'll see how I feel towards that mark. I quite like this course. It's all right. It's quite flat with a few little ups and downs, gradient changes, and then a nice 8% hill in the middle to push for a while, and then a little bit to coast down. And it's, again, as I said, it's really busy. And it's good to see, but it means you're pretty much always catching the draft of someone. So you probably improving on lap times from when we were 2 years ago, and there was not many people on the course. Actually, probably at that time, I think you could only be on the course of the day. I do wish that where Zwift has got the 30-day records and things, I wish they keep your lifetime record on something, because I'd love to go back and see. I know I could do it through Strava and other places, but I'd love to be able to see as I'm riding what I am compared to what I was 3 years ago. I think that would be really just interesting stuff to see, especially for someone like myself who's been off for so long. I have no idea really now how I'm doing compared to what I was when I first started before. I think that would be really useful stuff to see. I'm guessing there's not much demand for it because it's not been added in the 3 or 4 years, so maybe it's just me. Oh, I hit the bottom of that hill just before the 30-minute mark, so I thought I'd just get up it and over, so I might as well finish now. I might regret it tomorrow, but I need to be another good ride under my belt. I think it's about 3k left to go. Just easing off a bit, listening and coasting slightly, just to ease towards the line. 2 laps done, just under 40 minutes on the belt, under the belt. I'll take that. Not bad, but I now have a rather busy evening. I've got to jump off, eat, have a shower, and get some work done. So I will catch you tomorrow.
It's now Wednesday evening. I got off the bike last night. I felt okay after that ride. Had a shower, had some dinner and stuff, and then that headache came back again, and just the feeling of rubbish. So actually, I didn't do any work last night. I had quite an early night. Actually, I pretty much went to bed early, which meant I had to get up early this morning and do some work. And I've decided that I've been feeling okay. I felt fine this morning, but as the day's gone on, I just noticed that dull headache coming back again. So I'm not going to jump on the bike tonight. I'm just going to give it another rest night, and I have a ton of work to do that I need to get through. So I'm just going to get my head down, get some work done, and then free up some time, hopefully, to jump on tomorrow evening. The other good thing is I've worked out how to, and I've set up the group ride. I think we've invited about 25 people. There are some people that I haven't been able to add yet because I couldn't work out their YouTube names compared to the names that they've probably got in Zwift. So there's 2 or 3 that I'm missing. So I'm going to have to go hunting, see if I can work those ones out or ask them and add them at a bit later date. But I'm quite excited. We've done putting in for Saturday 11:15, I think. So I'm quite looking forward to that. It's quite a few people. About 20 people have accepted already. I never dreamt that many people want to come and have a ride with me, but that's brilliant. Thank you, everyone. So I'm really looking forward to that, and maybe make it more of a regular thing if we can. So yeah, I'm pleased I worked that one out, definitely. So yeah, that's kind of it for the day today. Back on the bike tomorrow. I keep saying this every day, don't I? I don't really know what ride I'm going to do, but I'll work it out nearer the time. I'm quite enjoying the freedom of just jumping on and doing what I want at the moment without any structure to it. That sounds odd because you'd think structure would be the thing that I need, but I'm finding the other rides quite motivational, and seeing so many people on Zwift too is quite good because you kind of keep up with the flow, and that for me, keeping up with the flow is pushing me harder than potentially if I just rode around on my own, which is back a few years ago when you were on a Zwift, there weren't that many. There were nowhere near as many people, so you kind of were on your own in parts. So it's a much better experience now. So yeah, I don't feel the need for structure just yet, as long as I'm doing those rides. Do one tomorrow night, which is Thursday night, and then the Saturday sort of lunchtime ride, and that'll be my 3 rides for the week. Yeah, with a big tick box. So yeah, call it there for the night, but I will see you tomorrow, just before the ride, I would think. Evening. So yes, Thursday evening, about 20 to midnight now. I did ride this evening, but I didn't actually record it for 2 reasons. Number one, it was such a rush to get up after cooking dinner for the little one, and getting the setup sorted out on the bike. And every spare moment at the moment I'm working, so I just didn't get time to set it up. And number 2 is that I don't think I'll record every single ride, only because I'm not sure you guys would want to see every ride. I don't know, let me know if you feel differently. Ride tonight, I joined the herd ride, on the volcano route. It's a route I haven't done for a long time. I haven't done many rides on Zwift for a long time. Went up the volcano, but I felt quite strong actually, and I felt that I was pushing myself. So I thought what I'd do is I'd check on Strava my previous attempts up the volcano, and so today I did it in 17 minutes and 11 seconds. My best time, and that was my 5th best time doing it, and actually my slowest, not counting once I went up there whilst I was doing a training ride, which is going to have all sorts of power changes in it. My quickest was in April 2017. I did that in 12 minutes 48. So that shows I've got quite a long way to go to catch up with myself from those many years ago. And there was me thinking, I felt good. I was like, I'm pushing hard. I'm doing well. This week has been crazy. I cannot wait for the week to finish. I'm either working or I'm looking after the little one, or I'm trying my best to fit in rides and recording everything. So I'm going to have a break from everything tomorrow because we've got the meetup on Saturday, which I can't wait for. I think we're up to about 25, 28 riders or something crazy, which is awesome. I'm trying my best to add everyone that I can. But yeah, nice short and sweet tonight. And yeah, I'll see you on Saturday. It's Saturday! It's time for the group meet-up. I'm a bit nervous because I've never I know this isn't really leading a group ride, but it's a bit like that, I guess. I've never done that before, so it's going to be interesting. There's quite a few people coming. Yeah, I'm quite excited actually. I'm a little bit worried. I've just tried to load Zwift up on the laptop and it crashed. So I'm a bit concerned that it's just going to fall flat on its face at some point, but we will see. I've had to tinker again with the settings for recording because there's still stuttery issues. So I'm still trying to work around that. But it's about 20 minutes to go. I'm going to go and get myself sorted, get the setup sorted, and jump on. Can't wait. Morning. Okay, we're here. We're a minute to go before we get started. Lots of people here already. I'm not particularly good at writing messages whilst I'm cycling. Not quite up to that standard yet, but there we go. Oh, I love this. Loads of people. And I switched off everybody else, so it's just the people in our ride. Because the one I did the other week had everybody all out and it just got so busy. I couldn't tell who was in the ride and who wasn't. Now, this is good. And being honest, I can't even remember what course I selected. Sort of around the back of Watopia. Around the outside. So they're taking in a bit of the desert, I think. That round to the original island. Yeah, banded effect will keep everyone together. My understanding is it sort of averages out the pace for everybody in the ride and moves everyone along at that sort of pace. So you've got those people who will be slower, like me, who'll get pulled along, and the faster guys will get pulled back. And I hope they don't mind that.
got a nice range of riders in the group. From obviously the stronger guys who are, you know, quite used to cycling at a much faster level, and those guys that are just starting out. And that's the great thing about this. As long as you keep pedaling, it'll keep you up with the group. I'm going to be honest, I'm struggling a bit now. My stomach's just gone. I started feeling a bit acidy. I don't know why. But we've got 11 minutes left. Keep pushing to the end. Oh, I was feeling really good. Oh, legs are fine. Heart rate's fine. Just feeling it a little bit here. Oh, got a minute left. This has been incredible. Love it. Thank you so much for everyone who came along. It's been great having a chat with you all. I've tried to get the hang of typing whilst I'm riding. I'm trying to use the speech thing on my phone, but with varying degrees of success. I'm gonna get to the end now, jump straight off, just have a lie down for a few minutes and see if I can settle my stomach down. But yeah, that was amazing. Thank you. Sorry if I didn't give a ride on to everyone there. Tried my best as I went through to give as many as I could. But yeah, I'm going to jump off, see if I can sort myself out, and then we'll end this week's video in a bit.
I'm still buzzing after that ride. Thank you everyone who came along. It was a fantastic ride. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and it was great having a chat with some of you guys, getting to know you a little bit more. Yeah, and a ride of people with varying abilities all being able to stick together and help each other through. So yeah, that was awesome. Definitely going to look at making it more of a regular thing. I think the best way to do that is through Facebook. So if you haven't already, do join the Facebook group. I'll link it in the description below, because I think that's probably the easiest way to align people up and make sure I invite the right people, because I think I missed a couple of people this time. So I apologise if I did miss you. And I think that's probably the best way forward. So yeah, join the Facebook group. That ride, I was looking on Strava afterwards, is the highest average watt output that I've done in any of the rides back so far. So clearly a group ride with you guys is the best way to go. So yeah, that was brilliant. And I also forgot to mention the herd ride that I did on Thursday night was my first hour-long ride back. And I'm quite surprised how quickly I've gained some of that fitness level back. Not that I was ever the fittest person in the world, but I definitely thought it would take a lot longer for me to get back to doing hour-long rides. So loads of positives this week. I'm so happy. It's a much better end to what was last week's video. So yeah, that's all good. It's actually Saturday evening now. We went out for a walk after I did the bike ride. My stomach settled down. Hang around the house for a while. My stomach settled down. We went out for a walk, and then we have, we talk about diet. We did order a takeaway pizza tonight. Did stick to vegan. I'm sticking with the vegan. But yeah, hopefully that doesn't affect the scales too much when it comes around to Tuesday. But as I've said before, I'm just an average guy trying to get through, lose a bit of weight and get better at the bike. So, I'm going to have the odd takeaway here or there.
This isn't an aim to lose £100 in a weekend. So yeah, after this week, I've had a tough week of work as well, so a bit of a celebratory end of the week. But yeah, that's kind of it for this video. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button. If you haven't already, do subscribe, and you can follow this journey all the way along, and see how successful I am. Probably up and down a bit along the route. And if you guys have any suggestions about how to structure these weekly videos, let me know, because I'll take any advice on board. But yeah, thanks for watching this week, and I will see you next week.